Christmas is coming, and in today's video I'm going to show you 3 super easy things that you can make with kids over the festive period. Now, Chloe is only 3, which means that all of the stuff we're going to make is toddler friendly, super easy, and the best part is that if you make too much of it or you're not quite ready to eat it all, then all of it's suitable to be frozen as well. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every week in the lead up to Christmas, I'm going to be dropping videos covering everything you need to know, from make ahead recipes to practical tips and advice. For example, making room in your freezer for Christmas food, how to make sure your turkey's cooked, defrosting your Christmas food, all that good kind of stuff. Recipes that we're using today are included in my free recipe download that you get when you order a Christmas planner, which again goes through everything you need to know, especially if you're the one hosting Christmas. And there's all loads of checklists in the back as well, where you can plan your Christmas Day menu, you can plan what food you've made ahead, what food you've got to defrost, your schedule for Christmas Day, all that good kind of stuff, as well as a gift planner. Okay, so we're going to start off by making some little cake pops, which are going to be fun for her to decorate. Now, I made some a couple of weeks ago using some carrot cake, and I made them carrot cake truffles coated in white chocolate, dressed up as little snowmen. Oh my god, they were amazing. I'm going to do a separate video to show you how to make them little snowmen. Today, I haven't got time to make the carrot cake because otherwise I'm going to lose my sous chef. So instead of making a cake, I'm going to use these instead. You can use anything. You can make a cake, you can use a bought cake, you can use gingerbread men. I'm just using cookies. Do you want to eat one now? We're going to make it into pops. Okay, so the ones that aren't going to get eaten, we're going to crush in using a food processor. So once you've crushed the cookies, the next thing you need to do is to make a really simple buttercream icing, and I've put a recipe for one in the description below. Taste it then. Is it good? And the next thing to do is to mix the two together and roll the mixture into balls, just using the palm of your hands, popping them onto a lined baking tray once they are in balls, because they'll just need to firm up either in the fridge or the freezer for around 10-15 minutes before moving on to the next stage. Now, I will add, I did add some lollipop sticks into these originally, and it just didn't work when it got to the end of it. So I'm not going to tell you to do that because that was a bit of a fail. But anyway, you can learn from my mistakes. And whilst they were in the freezer, I just did a quick clear up. Okay, so these have been in the freezer for about half an hour now, and they are ready to be coated in chocolate, and we're going to make them into like little Rudolph faces and snowballs. And if you want to see how I made little snowmen, then make sure you subscribe, because I'll be posting that video hopefully next. Okay, so we've got some melted chocolate, and I did just put a splash of oil in just to help give it that coating. And then once they're all covered in chocolate, now comes the fun part of decorating them. So for mine, I used pretzels for the ears, googly eyes, and Chloe helped me pick out some red Smarties for the noses, and I attached them to the balls using a dab of melted chocolate. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is something super, super easy. You can make it harder for yourself depending on what age your children are, but Chloe is only 3. So we're going to use ready-made, ready-rolled short crust pastry and a jar of mincemeat. And you know what's coming now. So the pastry cutter we're using is a bit bigger than the muffin tin rounds, and then we're also going to cut out some Christmassy shapes for the topping. I did also spray our muffin tin just to help grease it. Do you want to do another one? Oh, that's... And I found that 1 pack of pastry gave me 8 mince pies. So once I put in the pastry rounds into the muffin tins, you can then fill with a spoonful of mincemeat, and then it's just a case of popping the shaped pastry on top as a lid. And you might need to re-roll your offcuts of pastry to give you enough, which is of course all part of the fun when you're cooking with a toddler. And if you want to help seal the lid a little bit better, then you can also just use a dab of water like I've done here on the edges. And once you're done, glaze them with some beaten egg and a sprinkling of sugar and you are done. These can either be cooked straight away or you can freeze them in the tray, and after about 4 or 6 hours, once they're frozen solid, transfer them from the tray into a freezer bag and they're ready to cook straight from frozen, either in an air fryer or in the oven, though personally I did find that back in the oven in the tray works better. And last but not least, the last thing we're going to make today is cookies for Santa. Now, it's only the end of November. It's a little bit early to make cookies now for Santa on Christmas Eve. So what we're going to do is we'll probably cook up a few now, and then we'll put the rest in the freezer, and then when it comes to Christmas Eve, cook a few straight from frozen, and he's got fresh cookies. What do you think?
Good.
Good. Let's do it. Then we're going to add some Christmassy colours, so we're going to add red and green.
You put yellow in.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
I got 2 yellows.
Well done. Should we just add them all?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, we was going to do Christmassy colours, but you know what? I think Santa likes multicoloured, doesn't he? Should we add a few more? Yeah, Santa likes multicoloured. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spoon this onto a lined baking tray, and however many we want to bake now, to taste test, of course. Then we'll do that. The rest we'll pop straight in the freezer. Once they're frozen solid, transfer them to a freezer bag, and you can either defrost and bake as normal, or you can add a few minutes on and cook it straight from frozen. There we go. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have so much Christmas content planned, covering you everything that you need to know when it comes to hosting, cooking your turkey, defrosting, fridge space, freezer space, all that good kind of stuff, as well as so many make ahead recipes and advice. Bye.
Bye.